And welcome back. Justice delayed is justice denied. That's how the family of Corey Haney is feeling. Their son was murdered last year, and to date, there's been numerous delays in the case, mainly due to COVID-19. For every crime, there's a story, and the truth matters. Here's ABC4 senior crime and punishment correspondent Marcos Ortiz with tonight's Justice Files.
Since March, court cases have been on hold due to the COVID-19 pandemic. There's been a gradual return for some hearings, but they're done through video conferences, and definitely there's no trials being held, leaving one family wondering, where's their justice?
He'd light up a room when he walked in. He was a true friend. He always helped the underdog.
But Corey Haney's bigger-than-life personality comes to an end last year. Salt Lake police come to his home and find him dead. His parents are out of town.
My son was gone, so yeah, it was, and then we had to scramble and try to get flights back, and our nightmare began.
A roommate and longtime friend, Jesse Bruce, tells police it's self-defense, that Haney tries to kill him. Haney dies from multiple stab wounds to his head and neck. It's a homicide. Bruce faces murder charges. He even admits to police that, I just killed someone. I killed my best friend for 25 years.
This was a school friend from junior high that was needed help.
And his parents say prior to the murder, their son offers Bruce a room when he's down on his luck. But over the past year, the Staffords follow the court process, expecting justice, only to learn everything's on pause due to the COVID-19 pandemic.
We don't have any idea how long this will go on from the perspective of actually being able to hold a jury trial.
Bruce is set to go to trial in March. Then it's pushed to July. It's now on hold.
Obviously, we're in uncharted territory here. We have no idea, quite frankly, when we'll be able to try this case. Our numbers in terms of the coronavirus in the last week or so have not been going in the right direction.
For now, video conferences are the only means for carrying out justice. The courts are off limits for in-person hearings or trials until the county sees a drop in COVID-19 cases.
It has not been decreasing, and so that would need to happen because with the courts, we take everybody's health and safety seriously. We know that people are frustrated.
Compounding the Staffords' frustration is Bruce is now out of jail. The same judge reduces his $1 million bond to $250,000, of which by law only has to pay 10%. A former prosecutor and now a defense attorney says that rarely happens.
It is unusual to have a bond reduced at all when there's a murder case. When it's a first-degree murder, then it's very common that the bail will be so high that it's unlikely that anybody will be released.
Jail and court records do show that Bruce gets out of jail July 28th and is fitted for a GPS ankle monitor the next day. It's another sore spot with the Staffords.
I'm just mortified by the fact that he's able to get a timeout and my son Corey doesn't have that right.
Now, how does the process allow that to happen?
An advocate for homicide survivors says the law does favor the defendant, not families of victims. By the way, both sides will be back in court next week to see if and when there's a trial date. For the Justice Files, Marcos Ortiz, ABC4 News.